Wow, hi everyone. Hi Roy. Hi Glum. Yeah, I'm getting everything set up a bit still. Give me just a moment. But I'm here with Blue. He's making a bit of food at the moment. Um, I wanted to give. Oh man, this is every time I. Okay, there we go. The thing's working. Cool. Um,
Hi, I am here.
oh, there's Blue.
I'm here, kind of.
You're just so you know, you're coming in really quiet, Blue.
Yeah, it's because I'm halfway across my room.
That's fair. I'm gonna.
I will be, I will be in soon.
No worries. How you doing, Roy? Um, but this is um, this is a game that's been recommended to me by several people. It's The Beginner's Guide. I've never played it before. This will be new to me. Apparently, it's made by the same person that made the Stanley Parable. So I'm not sure what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. Did I opt out of the AI thing yet? Yes, I did that very fast.
Brooke, if you want at some point, I can send you a screenshot of the panel I added to my stream that might actually help answer that question quicker.
Oh, okay, sure. In the
The,
beginning, hi, boss.
yeah, in the beginning.
In the beginning, in the beginning. But let's check this out.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Ooh.
And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator.
Come on, let me up.
It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay, hopefully he's not going to talk for just a little bit. I wanted to jump on those boxes so bad. That just screams like parkour or jumping puzzle to me. I wonder how that altered the map. I wonder if you were able to get into areas that are normally out of bounds.
Warning.
Oh!
Whisper machine active. Ship destruction imminent.
Wait,
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
This is cool, though. Okay,
You can click to fire the gun.
Yep.
Security hull breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
Ooh!
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Aw, man.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Classic sound.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Oh, that's interesting. I like to see.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin ship evacuation.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Whoopsie. Oh man, that's intriguing though. That's like an actual map.
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
What? No! Oh. I kind of wanted to play it, weirdly.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Alright.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
No, I'm gone. Okay.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh, okay, so now we're going to see what happens with the bug. So I'm guessing... so I guess he programmed the intended, or maybe this is both, and this is... Oh! 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 Eh.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him.
Here I
Because
am in
yes,
space.
this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it, like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm in the brick rooms.
Yep.
Oh.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
Oh! The past was behind her. Oh. And, true to form, they're not lying. I can only move backwards. Getting bricked up. Oh my god, Bun.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
But the future could
It is
not be
less
seen.
advanced than the
Ooh.
previous game, but actually it
Wait.
seems to be more focused, more complete. Code is trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Oh, wait. That's interesting. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Alright. Oh, but if the future is always behind her... I feel like there's parts of this that's kind of changing in real time. This is interesting. How will she find the strength to confront it? Oh yeah,
It's a
'cause,
short
like, the
little
door's
thought,
gone.
it says what it wants
Oh.
to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, can't go that way. Can't go. I'm sensing a pattern.
I am now here.
Hello.
How's things been so far?
Apparently I'm entering something. I am vastly intrigued right now.
You are now entering.
Let's see, I'm now entering. Is the Discord stream working, by the way?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh,
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
you are now entering.
Oftentimes,
The
Coda
fun
would
zone.
put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games. I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I feel like I'm supposed to like explore more, but these really are just that is creepy music. And we're getting slower. This is creepy. Oh.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Sure. Oh, these are like really interesting prototypes. And there actually was stuff kind of programmed in. Stand on an X, staring at a bear for 3 hours, a game where you collect a game filled with chairs except one is floating. Sharks are trying to eat you. Simultaneously, you're trying to eat the sharks.
A room that's warm and nice
All the walls destroyed. You're given
and
a
filled
medal.
with little ideas for games.
You are a gate.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
I like this one. I like this one right here. I can imagine a silly kind of game similar to what is it called, like Don't Press That Button or something, or like No Time to Explain, and you just have to slowly discover the controls, and that's like the actual purpose of the game.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Nope, I don't like that. I think it's the fact that I need to get that other one open. How close do I need to be? So I'll bet it's... Well, now I've gone and done it. Oh!
Don't forget that solution,
I did
because
figure
we're
it
going
out.
to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
That... That seems like it was going to be an arrow trap or something. Okay, I can't close that one. Now I'm going to be looking behind every...
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Closes.
Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay, I don't know what I want to do with that, because it... Yo! What the f...
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Oh, we're back here. You are now X.
Aha!
We were
So,
entering before,
this,
now we're exiting.
combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Oh, God, my eyes.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Streetwise fool.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
This game is fascinating. Gordon Freeman, you must escape the block dimension.
Oh, careful.
Nope, missed! Goodbye!
Goodbye, PlayStation 2 intro.
Oh. More like screwed up PlayStation intro.
Yeah.
Is that just supposed to be a light? Okay, I can see the thing that's kind of, I guess, supposed to represent glass. Oh, this right here has a very Voices of the Void feel because of like the tutorial rooms.
It's liminal.
Yeah. Array liminal space. I hate it. Walkie-talkie. No, I want to. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay, I could. Okay, it's
This
to a degree-
prison, funny enough,
Huh.
in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Wow.
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that. This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games. That
Oh,
was
no.
full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
I mean, I suppose it depends because there's, you know, as an example, just because I have played it, there's also spoilers for a game that's multiple years old. There's an alternate ending in Far Cry 4, and the only requirement to get it is that you don't do anything for about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
guess just thinking about the whole playability thing, I guess it depends on whether you're designing a game to be an entertainment game or whether you're intending for it to be an experience and less a game.
Yeah, I guess it also depends on, like, there's, I guess there's finding the right balance between, you know, creating, like, the experience, like, you know, how long to make a player wait, and how long you can still keep them engaged doing that.
Yeah. Actually, the game Presentable Liberty is actually a very, very good example of that.
Oh, there's that again. Did that stand for something in the games? Oh, hey!
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
I do like this puzzle.
It's a good puzzle.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I mean, my feeling thus far is just that it's one where you actually kind of have to stop and think. You have to look back. You can't just barrel forward.
Yeah, I think the game where you're constantly walking backwards is an insanely clever idea, even if it is a little restrictive.
Also, does the game volume seem a little loud still? Because I'm gonna be honest, you're coming in kind of quiet, Blue, and I think it's...
Oh, no, sorry, it's because my mic wasn't up.
Oh!
I really need to change the default for that.
Nope! But I can't go...
Sorry,
full-
Chad, I should be audible now again. Oh, apparently you might want to turn the game down a little bit.
Music.
Oh, the music versus narrator.
kinda
I
loud.
don't think you
I-
can change the music specifically.
Yeah, no, all I can do is like this, and honestly, that doesn't even seem to be doing much.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's no individual volume control for it, so it's just the way the game is made.
You there. Did you
Here,
come from up
Coda
above?
begins using a kind
What
of
was up there?
dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat
Oh!
capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
We've entered into Fallout 4. Some odd 20 years early, give or take. Yes, there's floating colored blocks. No world sim. These are all accurate. Oh, so it's which one do you choose to focus on? I think the most striking thing would probably be, especially with a blue sky here, would be a world stamped with whiteness. That's the world above. You've been there. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. You know, that's a fair point. Who are these guys? What? But you don't understand. We're trapped here. The puzzles are only escape. We need to get through it. You think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me tell you about what all is over there. You know what? Yeah. Let me describe it in detail. No, that isn't possibly enough. I need to actually be there. I cannot simply be told what it is. I must see it myself. I must escape this prison. There must be an ending. Well, I guess I'm moving on. Wait, can I reinitiate dialogue? No. Good. All right. Wait, hello, how did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? No, I've been right here this entire time. Also, hey Grayson. Hope you're well.
Drink some
Thanks for the hydrate.
water.
I swear, I'm not shrimping. You know what? Do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? I have seen it. It's got really creepy smoke. Don't think too hard about it. Well, now I'm thinking harder about it. Let's see it again soon. Oh my god.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
This is surreal. Wait, now it's opening out into like a... Ooh, I don't know how I was about to say,
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
I was about to say, I don't know how I'd feel about having nothing but a gray sky above all the time. But that's just England.
Yeah.
Games connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. I don't... Do I believe that? Do I not? See the notes. Nice room. Not. Oh my god.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Hello.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually. Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Ah, yes.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. Well, and I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
I can assure you, guaranteed, that there is an acorn somewhere, here, in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. I refuse to believe. Okay. Recognize me, senpai. Nothing here, go back. I don't believe you. There's nothing here, go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side. Door why you so. Door how open. Open sesame. Next game includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. Ooh, we've gone artsy. Do you hear the chimes? No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna start just walking the log. There's way more messages than I anticipated. Okay, I don't think I can clear that. Although if I go that way, I think it'll take me around. Don't listen to the other notes. Alright. The painting, what does it mean? Doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let's go just hang in art. Help, I'm trying to speak. It's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Here it just looks like dots. Cabbage shapes our nation. I wonder actually if there's an image in it really quick. Or it's more one of those, like, Jackson Pollock style paintings. Or even, like, well, I was going to say Andy Warhol, but I don't think he did anything this abstract. Oh my god, Grayson and Roy gonna fight in VR boxing?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together, to grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Typewriters? How do you leave notes? What do you mean, how do you leave notes? You left a note asking that! Lamppost. Are you there? Please say something. Anything? I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Oh my god, creepy.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Am I allowed to show this on Twitch?
What's going on?
because of the title of this one.
Oh. I mean, I played this on Twitch. I don't remember there being anything that you couldn't do. What was the title of this one again?
Born Stars Die 2.
See, I don't remember any of the areas in this thing by name, so...
See,
Oh,
this is
wait.
the whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Alright. Ooh. Oh. What furniture ought to go? A TV, sound, refrigerator. Put a giant hole in the ground. You know what? I asked for a hole in the ground. I'd really like a washing machine. Machine spelled wrong. 10 stove. Give me 10 stoves. God. Skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. Thinking 10 by 12 recessed electrical, 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. Put live. You give me the Tesla coils. God damn it. A table. I already have a table. Tables were invented in 1935. They were invented before that, but... Oh!
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
I gotta get out of here.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over, This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Please walk forward. Can I walk backwards? No. I'm doing my best. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. All the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. Okay. Click on this table. Good. Go over to the photo frame. Turn it slightly. So table, frame, floor lamp, off on. Left side sofa. Touch the shelves. Okay, that's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay. There's those dots again.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself.
Damn.
Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Alright. But this is still prison themed? Phone booth. There's the lamppost. Apparently signifies the... My escape keeps getting cut off. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. I have questions. So you were trapped in this prison too? I was in the furniture maze. I was in the
It's a
escape
conversation.
story. I was in the
And
reverse
so
prison.
this is what Coda wants, is to be
Oh,
able to
excuse me, I'm
talk
sorry.
to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Years, I've been standing right here working up the nerve to call you. Only a few minutes, but somehow it's already fuzzy. Kind of like it never happened. It's not as bad as you think it is. You don't ever forget it. You just stop identifying with it. Anything can seem infinite when you're drenched. I mean, yeah, that's true. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Oh, God! Sure. I got a call. That's how I escaped. They just talked to me for a while. Be sincere, sure. just be sincere. That's what you need to figure out to escape.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Alright.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
There's the door. I want to go in here. Well, don't lock me in. Glad as heck you showed up. I have to clean this entire house all by myself. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Make the bed? Yeah, I can do that. Plug in there, straighten the rug a bit. Yeah, I don't want to trip on that. Little details matter. Someone's put this couch in a mess. The demons. Oh, look, glass furniture. Make it especially cheesy. Well, fuck you! Hey, how about you help with some of this? Are there books? Oh, there are.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you.
I cleared the
and
table.
eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do the chores ever end? Alright, tell me something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it, otherwise it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand? Residue wants to spill out.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the
I
only
already
one
did
that
it.
he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few
I
months where he
just
was
did
like
this.
grossly happy
No.
all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
One's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. That's not that cheesy. Hey, don't change the subject. I already cleaned up the books. What the hell happened? Just making a mess behind my back.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace. But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Oh, and there's the lamppost.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it. This one gets a
Items
bit
you love at
goofy.
members-only prices. Why did you come here today? Is it to improve your life? Oh, I can't move. I'm in this seat. Oh no, I'm at a TED Talk. You came here to become perfect. Oh, now I'm here. Workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Oh my, wow, I got like stuck in place. Perfection is within your grasp, and the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. What? No!
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Ooh!
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Being perfect is effortless. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. Kids, don't follow your dreams. Oh, I hate this. What is going on? Oh, this is creepy. I want out of here. Holy man, mad horrors are beyond my comprehension. Let me tell you right
Is this
now.
you moving around?
Yeah, I'm able to move around right
Oh.
now. Let me tell you right now, it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you, it's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. What the fuck? Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. I don't like any of these anymore. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for— wow! Whoa! Whoa! No! Oh, that, yeah, we'll just, sure, that. Just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There is no truth, there is no path. What if... I'm just hitting buttons at the point. This is... I don't... and that's my phone.
Oh. Temporarily stare into the void.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hello.
What? Let's see. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest, do what is simplest, feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Yeah, that one! Thank you! Nothing? No one? It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run! Run! Fucking Eye of Sauron.
I felt pretty hard.
Oh
for
god,
this
excuse
one.
me. Hiccup.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable
Perfection.
experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the
Okay,
little
I gotta
flaws
know.
that make them painfully human.
Oh no. Oh no, I couldn't
I
go
think
up.
about this game a lot these days.
Oh?
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Well, it also depends on, like, time that was actively spent on it, what else was going on. Alright, let's head out onto the stage. Ow! Wow, that actually shocked me. Alright, performance beginning, places please. In the scene, you'll be playing as me. Who? We are the gathering of professionals. You start out leaning against this wall. Ah, alright. Here we go. Going across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Sorry, I have to leave. Okay, happy, wise, focused, successful. So right now, they are happy. Let's just say hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. Well, no, you have to say hi first. You actually converse with her. Be a human being. Hello is how you start a conversation if you haven't met someone before. That is the polite thing to do. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. Sure. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You didn't give me a script! Completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent people nearby. The fuck is this? Pinball? You must have worked really hard to get where you are. Mess it all up again. What the fuck do you want from me? I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Man, fuck you. You know what? I'm taking my lamp and I'm going home. What the fuck? Okay, now I'm really going home.
The game ends with this
This is what I
eerie
would- it was
premonition of
like.
what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looks to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do?
Huh.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not keeping my eyes closed right now. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? I can't see anything. There was a giant door and then my vision went black. Can't see anything either. Please, someone talk to me. It's the door. The lamppost is right there. What? Oh. Oh no. Oh god.
You should probably open your eyes if
Wait.
you haven't already.
The
It's pretty
SS
much
Whisper.
impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Please don't let this be forever. So we're okay if I can activate the shields. I assume this is the shields. Okay, so you gotta help them find the shields. Oh, wait. Yo. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Oh, that's... Oh, no,
Like I said, I
that's
was getting concerned.
unfortunate.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Interesting. Oh, that music. Is that a person? Oh, lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Apparently I am. Completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. Nothing left to give to my work. These are less dialogue options and they more just follow one another. There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Engine? Wait, do nothing for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time,
door.
and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, And so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on. You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash. Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about, and I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Yeah, I'm good, Paz. I'm being silent because, the narration. I want to let it go through and be heard without me interrupting.
I'm just watching.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
This is also becoming an incredibly heavy game. Woo.
Hmm.
Oh wait, now we actually have the machine. And the door. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick, quiet, or brutal. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. One more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh my. Do you know where the poisonous games have come from? Oh. Well, yeah, we certainly have a machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
my friends. Falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. This is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. Let us show that we are not failures. Oh, wow. Wait, everyone on the stage. Hello, gun. Oh. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. I hope Coda's alright.
So now the work is
No one
becoming
scared of
self-destructive.
exposed to the view of
And I'll tell you,
others.
at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon. Can I? Oh, I'm literally being given no choice.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look. And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it.
Ow!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze. And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Well, there's a moment of silence. If this has been reading as like the inner thoughts of someone, it reads to me at least as hitting a point where they don't want to be reached. Or at least they're pushing away.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the
need
reason that you
Oh.
stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. But if this was in the game file, but if you were to play the game normally, you'd never reach this point. So these were his true thoughts that he locked away?
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding... Huh? Did I just get unreliably narrated to? Well, no, because Davey, within the context of this game, Davey has said that Coda did the lampposts. But if this is a message from Coda, Davey's been altering the games.
I mean, he's also proved to you multiple times just here that he can do that.
And then you
simply
stopped. And
let
I
them
didn't
be
have
what they
anything
are.
left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
So, for the record, when I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet, which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I am talking about, don't say anything. Oh.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Fuck, this is a deep game.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you. if I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Same building or new place? And that's the whisper machine at the end. Is it programmed correctly this time? Nope, we're still ascending.
Turn back, turn back from this cave. You said, let
And that's the beginner's guide.
Yep.
Ooh! Oh, God.
Thoughts?
Uh, hard to say. Um, because within the context of the game and the story that Davey tells about Coda, there's parts of that that um resonate a little too well for me in a different context. God, how do I make this Twitch friendly?
Oh, just to be clear to Grayson, I have already played this. I played this a few years ago. It's a few years. Yeah, I played this a few years ago when I was originally shown this. Basically, somebody else had done to me what I've just done with Rook.
I so the problem is the parts that are hitting me are the parts about um worrying about like the within the context of the game and everything, the worry about Coda's mental state, for lack of a better term, and that mainly has to do um oh God, I don't want to a few years ago I lost a friend in a very permanent way. I don't have a better way to put that. Um, that wouldn't necessarily I get um, but it's one of those things where even years later you think and you worry, was there anything else you could have done or should have done to save them? Oh God. This turned into a really deep game really fast.
Yeah. Um, and that's the main reason why I was like I basically have said next to nothing this entire time because I've just been letting you figure it out. It's
Yeah.
kind of the best way to play this game.
I mean, at first I was quiet because I just, Davey kept talking. I wanted to allow the narration to go uninterrupted. I didn't. Because like context, story, and everything was being given. Um, and then I just didn't have anything good to say.
You were
Which-
just just like kind of living out this journey.
yeah. Uh, oy. uh, but yeah, that was the beginner's guide. Definitely different from the Stanley Parable.
Oh yeah.
I also I wasn't expecting it to be that short, so to speak. We're only nearing uh 2 hours, and I don't think I actually prepared anything else. So now I'm trying to think what could be done.
Hmm.
I'm going through my stuff right now. I mean, I'm of two minds. There's a part of me that wants to at least open something else up, even if only for an hour or two, just to kind of cleanse my palate, so to speak.
Hmm.
And then there's another part of me that's just like, okay, it's been a day. Let's and to be clear, like it hasn't been like a day, but let's play I have a I have a love-hate relationship with Helldivers 2 right now.
Also, I would like to retroactively apologize partially.
Well, for what?
Um, this game, having obviously gone through it once myself, I had, so just context, a little bit of context for the chat. I had, what was it? I recommended you this game after you played Whirlwind Heist.
Mm-hmm.
You played Whirlwind Heist, and then I was watching for that, and then afterwards, I was like, oh, if you liked the way Whirlwind Heist played, you might like another game called Beginner's Guide. I said that it would be, let's say, somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours of gameplay, and that it's very story driven.
I mean, you were
Um,
right.
I didn't specify that it was a heavy story, and I feel like that's kind of important.
Um, I mean,
In fairness, actually, I think more broadly, it's more important when you tell someone about a game that you know is going to be narratively heavy. It's generally a good idea to not say that specifically, only because if you tell them that it's a heavy game, they'll go in expecting that. So if the game tries to do something where it flips from being joyful to being heavy at some point, you're not the transition from one to the other doesn't hit you as hard if you're already expecting it.
yeah, no, I think this is a game that needs to be gone in blind.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely more about the story. Also, let's see, what happened? Missed yesterday's stream. Oh, I, uh, I don't know that the current new content is for me. In that in my opinion, the Helldivers update, the new Helldivers update, feels overtuned. Um, like I was only on level difficulty level 6, um, and I felt like I couldn't get like room to breathe like anywhere. I was just constantly being assaulted. Like the, too many of the new giant enemies, too many of the um weird demon things with claws. Have to go check the change logs. Keep forgetting you're not on Discord right now. Are you? Are you? You're somewhere safe though, right? You're not like driving or something. Also, no progress on that still. Oh, no, wait, I remember. Oh, damn.
Oh
They
damn.
need to fix that for you already. It's been like over a week at this point. Yeah. Turns out don't have your backup saved. SMS isn't going through. Getting support, trying to figure out what's going on with that. They need to figure it out already. What to... Mm, I don't necessarily want to do a short stream, but at the same time,
Is there anything that can really follow along after that?
yeah, that's the thing. So I think today might be a call it early day. There was, I remember talking with you there after this, I had a thought for a game to take. Oh, right, I remember. Okay, so really quick. No, no promises, because I gotta see if I can get it to work properly. But I'm thinking next Thursday, at least for a little bit, I'm gonna subject myself to the old 90s Lego Island game.
Oh man. Why? Why?
Because why not?
Okay.
Because I apparently have a working version of it.
Yes.
Yes. A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Wait, what?
Lego Island 1, not 2.
Yeah, the original. The one that was made like sometime in the 90s, I think. I think it released. Hey, what? Oh, hey. Okay. I was like, why did Pause just type hey? It's like, hey, a man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Someone made a working version of it in the browser. I have that link. That's why I gotta see if I can get it to work properly in stream. I think you're the one that sent me that link, actually, Grayson. Oh, man. Yeah, I think for tonight I'm going to call this an incredibly early stream. I usually try to do like 3 or 4 hours at least, but I I want to be like that was a game, but no, that was an experience.
There's another example that was actually even brought up in the game is that a game doesn't necessarily have to be a game if it can be an experience instead.
Hmm.
Like, what
Well,
gameplay mechanics did you really have there? You walk and you press use.
what? I forget if it was actually considered good or not. There was that time period where there were several like quote unquote walking simulators. I think isn't like one of them was called like Dear Esther.
I mean, yeah, those kinds of games are good examples of experiences. I've not played that one specifically.
I haven't either. It's just I vaguely remember it. I mean, hell, look at last week with Dr. Lanskov.
Mm.
Because there weren't all that many interactions in that. I would say that it was also kind of very story driven, hilariously, given what happens in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But um, I did, I adored that. Like that was an amazing game. Lego Island
Yeah.
and Brow. Yeah. Um. Somebody managed. Pause. Somebody managed to take the Lego Island game and like get it to just
Fourth.
work in an internet browser.
Yeah.
Like they decompiled it, ported it, all that stuff. I suppose given the time period that it came out in, it's kind of the same concept of how, you can literally put Doom on anything. You could put Doom on a smart refrigerator. There's what somebody put Doom in Minecraft.
Mm.
But but yeah, I think only played the second one, but be down to play the first one. The internet is amazing. I believe I have the link saved because that's why I had the idea of like playing it and everything. So I can send you that link. For now, I think I am going to just wrap up and call this Thursday early. Let's see. I do want to see if anybody's streaming right now. I apologize for this being a shorter one. Oh, hey, Nate's doing some Final Fantasy. Nate Duel. There's somebody that Roy knows. Um, but despite this being short, I want to thank everyone for coming on in. Thank you, Blue, for joining me on this little adventure.
My pleasure.
And I will catch everyone later. Let me get things set up for this. Next stream from me. As usual, not going to promise anything. Might try to do something over the weekend. Barring that, gonna make sure to stream this Monday. We're not doing Palworld because you'll be doing Tomb Raider, right, Blue?
Next Monday, I am Tomb Raider.
All right. So I'll figure something out to do in the meantime. And then obviously the Monday after that will be Palworld again. Let's see.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, perfect. Nate's doing Final Fantasy XIV Online. And the critically acclaimed MMORPG. But I will catch everyone later. You all have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Later.